going on, guys? Haven't done one of these in a while. New year, so thought I'd get back onto it. And I want to be trying to do some more content on here regarding my trading journey and just pretty much just documenting what it's like trading with a full-time job. And yeah, so I thought I'd just get right into it. And it's Monday today, 6th of January, so pretty much the first trading week of the new year. And yeah, we're just gonna document if I take any positions, how I manage the positions, my weekly sort of review at the end of the week, and yeah, just want to put out more content out there to help someone. If there's any new people out there, I'm sure that it might help them, and also eventually build some sort of community where we can all help each other. So I'm gonna get into a recording of a trade that I am currently in GBP Swiss franc. So if we go onto the charts now, so we can see here that I am currently in this position, long on GBP Swiss franc. I'm actually currently in two positions. So first entry was here, and then we got a breakout, retest, and now that is my second entry. The second entry happened on the lower time frame, so the 5-minute mark, the 5-minute time frame. So as you can see, they're currently both running slightly in profit. I'm just going to go over the reasons why I entered this trade quickly, and yeah, hopefully it might help people out. And if you've got any questions, just let me know. I'm going to just blow up this side of the chart here that I have, which is my 4-hour time frame, and we'll just get rid of this box down here. I'll just go over that in a minute or so, so we'll just hide that. So first thing is I'm bullish on the pound against the Swiss. Okay, so higher time frame wise, if I zoom out, it's been pretty choppy, to be fair. It's been pretty choppy, pretty sideways, but all this accumulation here, I do expect this high, which I have indicated here at 1.14, to be taken at some point, potentially in January, and that's my target, right? I can get rid of this now. That's been taken. So if I look at the daily, we had this big move down here, took liquidity, and then we kind of been trading sideways / up. So there's that. We are currently in this pattern here that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do expect it to retest this line that I have at the top here. And to add to the confluences, so that's my daily pattern, and also this EMA that you can see that I have here is the daily EMA. So of course it's daily EMA, I'm on the daily time frame. It's the 50 EMA, so the 50 exponential moving average. And as we can see, we have now been trading above it. We've come back to actually retest it, and now I do expect us to move to the upside. Hopping down to the 4-hour time frame, we are currently in a 4-hour pattern as well. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I expect us to come and test this trend line as well at some point in the near future, which also both of these patterns line up with my target to the left here being that 1.14 level. So all the confluences are there to take this trade long. It still might not play out. We're currently in two positions, and yeah, the actual entry, so that's my reasons for being bullish, but the actual entry itself, let me just blow up that again. So I have this sort of confirmation checklist indicator that I sort of took the indicator from someone else, and then I just added my own confirmations into the checklist just to help me with entering trades. So this confirmation here is actually of the second entry that I took on the 5-minute time frame. So first one was a breaker structure. We had a QM formed. The breaker structure left a fair value gap. Lines up with the fib level that I want to enter from. And also we had the 4-hour 50 EMA lining up here. And we took the Asian session liquidity before breaking structure, so we did have liquidity taken. The only two that aren't there are any equal lows that were formed and no pattern for the entry. But I have 8 confirmations and we have 6 of the 8 here, so anything over 4 I will take. Obviously the more confirmations, the higher probability trade it is for me. So those are the reasons why I am entering into this position. So we'll see how it plays out. Currently running a little bit of profit, but not really, just like 1 hour up. I'll just go into this, I have 2 positions running, right? First position, I've moved my stop to where the second position stop is. So it's pretty much stop loss there. There's my first stop. So it's reduced the first position by half, and then I entered half size for the second position. So I actually have 1.5R risked on this, but only 1R. So I've risked 1.5R, but I only have 1R risk exposure, because that's the max exposure I want to have in one trade. So because I couldn't move my first position to break even or higher, when I entered the second position, I will only take the amount that I have already reduced in the stop from the first position to still, if I do take a loss on this position, it will just be 1R. I don't want to be still risking 1R and then enter another 1R position. So therefore one trade would be a 2R loss. That's not meeting my risk management plan. And yeah, just thought I'd cover that. So we'll see how this plays out. It's not going to play out today. My target is that 1.14 level at the top here. You can see if I drag this over, the second position is going to be a 9R trade, and the first, if it hits that level, is a 7R trade. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying, this is something I'm working on currently. I'm trying not to have an emotional reaction to whatever happens. You know, it will do whatever it wants to do, and I will have a trailing stop, and if it takes me out on the trailing stop, that's what happens. If it's TP, that's what happens. If it hits my stop for 1R loss, then it hits my stop. But as the trade develops, I will be sure to update the video. Probably not going to take another position this week if I'm still in this position, depending on risk removed and if much else sets up on other pairs. But we will see, and I will be sure to let you know how that all goes. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next clip. If you've got any comments or questions about this position or anything, then just let me know. If not, please subscribe and like if you like the video. Don't worry if not. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next clip. What's going on, people? Just going to give you an update on the position that I took on pound Swiss yesterday. Just currently here in the office, and I'll just show you if I flip the camera around. So currently listening to this video by Justin Werlin, how to live more peaceful and enjoyable life. Very, very good. So if I was you, check it out. Been consuming a bit more of his content recently, and yeah, I just really enjoy and resonate with what he's saying. Anyway, going on to the position, as you can see, we're running quite nicely now into profit on pound Swiss. You can see here, this is my first entry. Second entry, I've actually taken profit. I took it at 2R before swaps last night. This is my stop loss here, up here, and we've locked in 4% already. So it is what it is. It either takes us out for 4% or it goes on to run to hit our TP for just under 7. So whatever happens, I'll update you on the charts later. But yeah, I will update you on the position on the computer later. But as for now, yeah, we've locked in 4% on the first position. Like I said, the second position I already took off before swaps last night just for 2R. In hindsight, should have held it, but there was a Swiss CPI this morning, and that just sort of crept into my mind about closing out one of the positions just to bank something, because who knows with CPI what can happen. But technically we were all still okay to go long, so potentially should have held both positions, but we're still in one, locked in 4%. If it hits 4%, my trailing stop, it is what it is. If it goes on to hit target, it is what it is. So I will update you later. Peace out. What's going on, people? It's going to be the update of the position that I took on pound Swiss. Today is Wednesday. I did close the trade out yesterday on Tuesday for a 4R win. So yeah, I guess a pretty good start to the trading year, month, week, whatever. Trying not to label things good or bad coming into this year, as this kind of negatively affected my results beforehand, just saying, oh, this trade was good because it won, this trade was bad because it lost. Whereas we should know by now, or I should know by now, I should say, that you can't label a trade good or bad if it's a win or loss. The trade is good or bad if you followed all your rules and then the trade did whatever it did. Doesn't matter the outcome of the trade, as long as you stuck to your rules, then it's a good trade. And I can say with this one, stuck to all my rules. Entry was good, management was good, and yeah, both of those being good, stuck to my plan. And yeah, I'm gonna go break the trade down on the charts. Well, I won't break it down actually, I'll just show you the end result because I broke it down in the last clip. But yeah, we'll go to the screen recording now. Okay, so here we're on the chart of pound Swiss. This is where I exited the trade yesterday. So I had a trailing stop. The main target, as I said in the other video, was this 1.14 level up here for just under 7R. But as price was coming up, we had these clear equal highs here that I had marked out. And I knew that if price even tapped into that, there was a chance that price could reverse, which we have now. And as you can see, we've had a big move to the downside. So my management is, when I'm seeing this kind of profit, I think up at the top we were at 5.3R, hop down to the 5-minute time frame, and we actually got out of, I had my trailing stop placed here. I should have, but I was busy at the time, exited the trade here where we've broken closed below this 5-minute 50 EMA. That's my own management plan and management style, so we should have tiny a bit more profit, but at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. This is why I use a trailing stop, because if I can't be on the charts to manually close, then it takes me out for the trailing stop. I put a screenshot of the position here, so there's the proof that it is there. One thing that I would say I did wrong and did not stick to my plan was on the scale-in position. So if you remember this was taken on the 5-minute, and I used this high to this low to this high, and it was on the 5-minute time frame. Entry was there, stop was below this low, and target was the same, right? And if I had stuck to my plan and not manually closed the trade here. This is where on the scaling position, on the second position, I manually closed the trade here, right here at about 8:30 on Monday night when I came to the charts to do my post-market analysis and analysis for the next morning or the next day. I saw price being here. I saw that Swiss had CPI the next day, and I just manually closed because I said to myself, oh, I'm already in one position, the scaling position, let me just bank something. So if the second position does go for hit break even, at least I banked something. Now this goes against my plan, right? So I banked profit, I made money, but it went against my plan. So therefore, this is a bad win. If this trade did go on to hit the stop, which was at break even at this point, then it would still be a bad win because I've manually closed for no reason other than saying to myself, Swiss CPI, this could happen, so I'm going to close now. Whereas I need to be thinking, my target is higher, I'm going to have a trading stop if we do push higher, and in the markets, as we know, nothing's for certain. We don't know what's going to happen, so I can't put that onto the markets. I just need to let it play out how it is. And yeah, so that's that position. I'm going to stop the screen recording now. And yeah, so that's the week so far. It's Wednesday today. I haven't actually taken another position apart from this one. So we're only one position for the week so far, and being Wednesday. I'm trying now to trade less frequently because this is what really negatively affected me going into the end of 2024. My trade frequency was creeping up there. I was taking way too many positions, and therefore it was making me enter a bit of a drawdown period. I was forcing things, I was taking things that I shouldn't, and it wasn't a good time. So going into 2025, I'm trying to lower my trade frequency and yeah, just take more quality setups in line with the trend. And yeah, so one trade so far, one win, 4%. Well, it's actually two trades with the scaling, but yeah, two trades, beginning of the year, both winners. Happy days, and we will see what the rest of the week has in store. If no more trades, then this is probably going to be the end of the video. I might have another clip or so talking about something else. But yeah, thanks for watching. If this is the end of the video, please be sure to subscribe if you like this content, and leave a comment about anything that you've seen or any advice, or yeah. And yeah, catch you in the next one.